Coverage of that story, that developing story, the news coming in of that, gang rape of women in Krugersdorp while they were out filming a music video, and they were pounced upon by a group of men and they were raped, Cele. And as you can see, we're joined now by the Minister of Police, Bheki Cele. Minister, thank you for coming through. I don't have the words, Minister. I think let's start with, at a personal level, you reflecting, because you've told us what has happened. There are many words that I could say about how I'm feeling as a South African. There are many words that I can say about how I'm feeling as a father of 3 girls who are growing up in this country, who are seeing these things happen daily. As a man in this country, also feels like we are all victims waiting to happen, and we've got no one fighting in our corner. So, because you've told us in the briefing the circumstances, and we can revisit those, let me start by getting your sense. How do you feel this evening?
Allow me to congratulate the team that work on the Shoba issue. As you see, I'll definitely, may his soul rest in peace, General Ndlovu, who cracked this case. Is late now. And also congratulate the team that arrested the killer of Colin Shabane, Mayor. 3 people were arrested last night. I was chasing 5 more. There were 80 who broke in the house and all that. At least those responses are there. This matter comes at 12 midnight, Thulasizwe. The message is sent to me. As a KZN boy, sometimes I can't differentiate between Klerksdorp and Krugersdorp. Yeah. So I immediately phoned the provincial commissioner of Northwest at that time, and he said Krugersdorp minister is in Gauteng. And then I phoned Mawela. Mawela, what is this? Says yes, is this about 1 a.m., 2 a.m. now, driving up there, and the team has been sent and all that. So I woke up in the morning and I drove there personally to go to hear the story. It's a story that you want to hear, but when you hear it, you don't want to hear. Explaining this, I guess, were young people in a jovial mood. They are there for this music video. Surely they were happy. 22 of them young people, 10 males and 12 women. 2 hours down the line, as they want to do their work, these guys, they come, 10 of them, with the blankets, the balaclavas, and these, everybody tries to run away. They come with a gunshot, they order everybody to lie down and all that. On the other side, another 10 of these men, and they come, they begin to rape them, and they order the rest to watch as the others are raped. One woman was raped by 10 men, not 10 times, by 10 different men, the other one by 8, the other one by 6, the other one by 4, 3, and all. The one 19-year-old was lucky, if it is lucky, that was raped by 1 man, but every one of them. And then they strip them off, they strip the men, they take everything around them. I'm told 1 man, they even took the underpants and they completely left him naked. I said to the police, not on our name, as I met them. National Commissioner was there, Provincial Commissioner was there this morning, that whatever form of resources we have must be unleashed in that place, and those guys must be found in whatever form. I'm glad that at least the report I have, I'm driving there now, the report I have that 3 of them have been arrested. But remember there were 20. Is completely...
Sure. Yeah. Minister, that's commendable, the reaction. I'm hearing your determination in your answer, that you are determined that this should be solved. You picking up the phone at that time and speaking to the various provincial commissioners, commendable. But I'm not hearing your emotion, other than you saying that it's a story that you want to hear, but you also don't want to hear. As I sit here, I don't know how you, as the political head of policing, feels about this incident and what it means for our society. And for me, it underscores our descent into a state of a low-intensity warfare that is pronounced particularly towards women, but it's pronounced towards South Africans in general. As I said to you, we are all victims waiting to happen. Every woman, Sally, sitting here, is a victim of rape waiting to happen. Me sitting here, I'm a victim of a stabbing, a shooting, some random shooting somewhere, hijacking, waiting to happen. I feel angry. Many South Africans are angry. How are you feeling?
I don't know. Maybe I can't express my feelings. I can't be crying every day, Thulasizwe. I can't be crying every day. You've got daughters. I've got a 25-year-old. She stays in Cape Town. We sit down with her. Why not come back on this time? Because all of us we fear that. I imagine one of these, I think, raped by 8, is a 19-year-old. Is a 19-year-old. Not that she was raped repeatedly by one man 8 times, by 8 men coming different times. If I can't show my emotions, maybe I don't express my emotions as I feel them. Maybe that's a statement that is a story you don't want to hear, because once you hear it, it dehumanizes me, you, Sally, as you are here. Imagine that young woman. Yeah. Imagine, and shifting her for all the joyous kind of feelings they have. Gone there, good. I guess it's a good thing for young people to go for the music video. They are happy about it, and then you come on this one. But I said, no, maybe let not me repeat that one. What I've said, as I told the language I used, as I spoke to when the police, somebody used a statement that we are being undermined. I said that is a water language. Some people are really. Okay, let me not get tempted to repeat that. But I said to the police, these guys must be found in whatever form. In whatever form. I'm going to see those that have been found now. Why are you finding them? They say they run to they've got dugouts, they've got holes and all that. I say, but we always take mice out of those holes. There must be a way of taking them in whatever form. They say they are living in a squatter camp. It's called the plastic view. I say, even if they're in the plastic, I must repeat, even if you flatten that thing to you to find them, I said, this is a starting point. This is a beginning. We shouldn't end here as we start, because this is a group of people called Zamazamas that raped band in mind. But of late, they go to the new established mines and they remove the owners of the mine and they take over. But the worst part of it, when they are not doing that, they go to the township, especially the West Rand, Kagiso, Mhlakeng, and all those townships, and they go house to house, rob and rape in the houses. Minister. And they are not South Africans, they are foreign nationals.
Minister, the problem of rape, this is a horrific story. We're all in shock, actually. The reality is that rape goes largely unreported in this country. This is going to become a high-profile case. As Sekgofatse Phule, in an ideal situation, every rape case would be high-profile. We just don't have the capacity. Your own police commissioner told eNCA, Fani Masomala, that actually we need double the boots on the ground to make a real dent in the crime that we're facing. Currently, I think you have about 150,000 cops on the beat. He said you need 300,000. Is a conference like this, an ANC policy conference, an opportunity to take a stand and say, you know what, I don't care what it costs. We have to make money available to increase our police force. And I know that there are budgetary constraints, but is this a moment to say, now we have to act? Because if our people are not safe, they will leave if they can, or they will die where they are.
So Sally, I don't want to blame other people, but I don't know how we arrived here. When I was a national commissioner in 2010, we had 195,000 police. Now, 2012, 12 years down the line, we have 176. We're 20,000 down. So, which means no boots on the ground, no special forces, people stations. We have no personnel and all that. At least even before the conference, the president and the treasurer, who's quite sympathetic, has given us 10,000. We have 10,000 at colleges as we speak, and they're giving us another 10,000 next year. If we get this 20,000, we'll reach the 2010 figures.
Yeah, so that you have caught up at that
yes,
point. You must be frustrated about
yes,
that.
It frustrates. Indeed, these are the matters that you raise every day. That's what I'm saying, that at least both the president at this time and the treasurer are a bit sympathetic for them that they're giving us this figure. At least come December 2015, we'll have 10,000 more on the ground.
Well, not really, Minister, because you're saying we'll have 10,000 more. We won't, and you know this, because the numbers that you've put in now are simply replacing the numbers we've lost through various processes, including attrition in the last few years. So basically, we've not moved an inch in terms of boots on the ground.
I agree with you. I agree with you.
Yet our population is growing.
That time when there were 195,000, we were 50 million. Now we're 60 million, we're 176. Now, many things need to be fixed with policing. They were given the opportunity that from the South African Police Service you can resign without punished at the age of 55. So I signed many members that are leaving. At one time I had to sign 303 of them at a go. I said, come on, call them. Let me hear from them. What is this burning house for all of you? They came, they sat down. One person said to me, Minister, that was Ngobo from Matabatin. My daughter was born when I was a warrant officer. She's a graduate, I'm a warrant officer. What do you think I need? So the working conditions of the police need to be improved. Their conditions of service need to improve. Many things themselves need to be protected. Unions, as they come, we agree on many things with these things. But on what you are saying, this 20,000 is just replacing what we are losing. We'll have to find money on the outer years, at least to begin to have a better ratio. That time, ratio was 1,000 was 250. Now 1 is to 400. Which makes policing impossible. Let me tell you, some police station, I'm not going to say where, some police station close at night because there is no personnel.
I mean, Minister, and we have to wrap, unfortunately, but this is such a crucial issue, and I really hope in the coming days that we do hear a strong message coming from this policy conference. This is an opportunity, perhaps, for the ANC to say, right, this is what we're going to. This is the hill we're going to die on. But thank you for coming into our studio. We do have to wrap up. We've got so much to talk about. I hope that we can chat again during the course of this weekend. Yeah. Do stay with us. There's plenty more still to come ahead this evening.
Yeah, absolutely.